What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tesla Challenge. This is episode, I think 27, somewhere around there. It's been probably about a year since my last Tesla Challenge. So if you're newish to the channel, meaning you haven't been here for more than a year, you may have never seen a Tesla Challenge. So I just wanted to give a quick little intro to this one. When autopilot used to only be on highway, navigate on autopilot, Tesla advertised on-ramp to off-ramp, I would do these challenges where I'd get on the highway, turn it on, and let the car do absolutely everything, safety permitting. We had awkward situations, slow stuff, fast stuff, whatever. But if it was safe enough, I would let the car do everything, point A to point B, and we had a lot of successful trips with those. Well, once beta came out, of course, it was like, hey, let's do that now on city streets. But beta just was not in a condition where I could really do that because it made so many mistakes and was messing up all the time. I had to take over so much. It was like, well, there's no way I'm going to make it A to B without intervening. But the last few updates, now hopefully beta doesn't embarrass me now that I'm doing this, but especially this latest update, 10.12.2, has been so good for me in multiple ways that I feel we can bring back the Tesla challenges. So it might take me a little bit to get up to speed on the best format and things for these videos. And also, keep in mind, it's a lot easier when you're sitting at home watching the video to be like, oh, why would you take over there? Or what, why would you intervene? Whatever. So cut me a little slack. I'm going to do my best. But basically the idea here is we're going to find destinations. I'm going to put them in and we're going to let the Tesla take us A to B without me doing anything as long as safety permits. Now, big difference of using beta for this now versus navigate on autopilot is back then and today, navigate on autopilot, it's just out to everybody. Highway is much easier. The current release of beta, even the latest one, still in the description says beta can do the wrong thing at the worst time, so you have to be really vigilant. So we're going to keep that in mind. But anyway, let's get on to the test here. So I put in a destination. We're going to Gamestop today in Ann Arbor, and I am starting in this neighborhood, just like, say I live here, or if this is a robo-taxi and it's coming to pick me up, we're going to turn beta on and let it take us there. So let's get started. All right, so starting out here in a neighborhood, just as if this was a robo-taxi picking me up or my vehicle that I own, I want it to take me to Gamestop today. So we turn it on and it starts to go. Now, if you're enjoying these videos, please hit like and get subscribed. It really helps the channel and it's free for you. So we're off to a great start here in the neighborhood. Good speed, good turning, and all of that. We have some speed bumps. We have parked cars to go around. So let's see. Okay, slowing down a little late for that speed bump, but the speed was good. It was a pretty wide speed bump, so that's a good speed there. Again, yeah, okay, it's a fine speed. I probably would have slowed down a little less, but you know what? This is a robo-taxi. I'm not really in control here if we're pretending. So the car's got to do it all. So we make a nice legal stop at the line. We creep up to look to the right. There's nobody there and nobody to the left. And so beta's being a little slow, but it does move out. So no big deal. Again, I'm trying to think of this in the sense that, like, there's no steering wheel. I'm not in control. Of course I am. But pretend I'm sitting in the back seat, or if this was actually level 5 and I was not responsible at all. So off to a great start here. We have a lot of shadows, but the car's handling all of it good. Now, the one thing I've noticed, kind of one of my biggest problems with this version right now, is on faster back roads, like going above maybe 50 miles an hour. The car still has a good amount of phantom braking that it's doing, which is really annoying. That's probably my biggest problem with this version right now, but on these types of roads, it shouldn't be too bad. So we got a blinking yellow with these pedestrian warning things. The car slows down a bit. Seems like it got maybe a tiny bit nervous there, but I mean, that's appropriate. There could be pedestrians there. Nice to slow down and take a peek and then keep going. So far, off to a really nice start. This video is sponsored by Moomoo Trading Software. The stock market, including Tesla, has kind of been getting destroyed, which can be a great opportunity to hop in. If you want up to 10 free stocks, download Moomoo using my referral link in the description and make a deposit of any amount, and you will instantly get 6 free stocks with the opportunity to get 4 more free stocks. Moomoo has one of the best new user rewards available today. I've been using Moomoo, and the advanced charts and free level 2 data is awesome. Check out the link below, and thank you to Moomoo for sponsoring this video. So we have this huge bus thing taking a right turn, nice and slow. Beta is waiting for them to get out of the way, and then pretty nicely accelerates back up right away. Pretty much right as that bus thing is out of our way. It continues, and then more of these cones, so we're slowing down a bit. I definitely wouldn't slow down that much, but you know what? There's an argument to be made. It is warning you pedestrians might cross there, and it's the safe thing to do, to slow down like that. So a bit of an interesting intersection here. We'll see how beta handles it. Pretty much just needs to go straight. Yeah, no problem there at all. So I actually was going to mess that up myself. You got to keep going straight there, and then you turn right up here. So Beta handled it perfectly. So we have a no turn on red. Luckily, there's somebody in front of us, because if I'm correct, Beta is still not listening to the no turn right on red signs. But we get the green. We slowly move through. Now there's a little concrete wall here, and Beta moves over to avoid it. Little, awkwardness with moving the steering wheel, but hey, it's a robot car, and it handled that just fine. So we're getting some slowing here once again at this blinking yellow with these little crosswalk signs, and we don't really need to do that. But yeah, it's kind of an argument. It's definitely not the right move. There's no reason to slow down that much, but it is more safe than just blasting through there if you're unsure if there's going to be pedestrians around. So some people may be okay with that move, especially, who knows, there could be a regulation that says like any crosswalks, any autonomous vehicles need to get below 5 miles per hour or whatever for safety reasons. So skirting right through that yellow, pretty nice move. I would have done the same thing, so I really like that. So now we need to move through downtown here. It's mostly just a straight line, but the streets will be really busy. And then when we come out on the other side of downtown, we should be pretty good. I'm actually not sure if there's going to be any construction or weirdness past downtown. All right, looks like we're going to have a little problem here. The street ahead is closed for some event. And let's see what the Tesla is going to do with that. So it should hopefully just take a right turn. Nobody's behind me, so I'm just allowing it to kind of do what it wants. And it's just going to stop and sit here. We still got the green. So it looks like I'm going to have to reroute it. So I'm just going to take over right there. So unfortunately, it's not even, exactly a safety concern. I guess you don't want to just stop in the middle of the road. But nobody was behind us. So, I kind of tried to let it figure it out, but it just stopped. So it at least didn't know what to do. And I would say, since it didn't know what to do, handled that as best it could by just stopping and waiting. And now that I have rerouted it, it has a new route to try to get over there. So one intervention in this drive. Let's see if the Tesla can finish it up. So unprotected left. And we can turn left there. And we're good to go. So the Tesla does move through there. A nice acceleration, kind of as it gets into the intersection. The car pretty much is just like, I need to get through this intersection now that we've begun the maneuver, which is the right thing to do, and a really nice left turn there. So that pedestrian was being tracked. She was blue while she was still on the road. We go up to the stop sign, we'll make our complete legal stop, and then we will continue. So we have this left here, which I actually didn't really expect. Wow, this is kind of strange, but okay, the car seems to be fine with it. Okay, cool, wow, that was a little confusing for me with the railroad tracks and everything. And then as that person was kind of backing up, the Tesla, I don't know, might have thought they were parked or something. It seemed like it was gonna go around, but quickly corrected itself. And now we're back on course with the original course that the car wanted to take. So it looks like closed roads, unexpectedly closed roads, will be a problem still. And then what I've always said is humans are also kind of one of the biggest things the car has to deal with, because the car is set up to kind of go the speed limit, do everything technically correctly, and humans don't always expect people to be driving that way. So it can confuse them, even though you're doing everything exactly right, it can still confuse them. So a really nice right turn there. It was clear to go. The car kind of took its time looking around. So pretty impressed with this drive so far. Just the one closed road mistake is really not bad. So a little confusion with that lane picking there. We can be in this lane, we can go straight from here, but no turn signal, and just a little awkward in the picking of that lane. So we have a digital speed limit sign here. Let's see if the car will pick it up. It did. So it upped our speed to 35, and then we can accelerate some more. So very nice to see. right, so really nice acceleration. We do have that left turn coming up in about a half mile, so I'd love to change. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Okay. I would love to change lanes before somebody gets in our way. So I think we'll wait till after this intersection. And there we go. We turn the left turn signal on and we move over. So really good there. That's something that people used to complain about a lot in the comments. I actually didn't usually notice it myself, but the car changing lanes in an intersection, which I guess is illegal. I just didn't ever know that. And it seems that the car doesn't do that anymore. It's possible, but it seems the car does its best to avoid making lane changes in intersections, which is great. Again, it should be following the law. So now we have our left turn coming up into, what is this, a neighborhood? We're going to cut through a neighborhood or something. I'm actually not really familiar with this route. So we're moving over. I would have turned on the turn signal a little earlier to give warning to the people behind us. But there we go. I mean, it's clear. The car immediately makes that unprotected left. I mean, this is great. Everything about this drive, besides the one takeover, is really good. And you know what? Even that disengagement, it wasn't like something wild was happening. The car was going to run into those barriers. It just simply slowed to a stop. It didn't know what to do, and I calmly took over. So even the disengagement, I think, was handled very well. All right, so a couple of right turns here, and I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like we're going to be pretty successful here. One disengagement. Other than that, a very calm, impressive drive by this self-driving system. So it's going to turn us into the parking lot. And I will say parking lots are not exactly part of the stack yet, although they have been getting much better. There's been nothing in the release notes talking about parking lots. But here we are. I mean, I guess we're at this GameStop. Actually, this isn't where I thought we were going. And is there even a GameStop here? I have no idea. Oh, I see it. It's up there. All right, sweet. So we're here. We made it. The car's going to pretty much pull us exactly up to our destination. Let's see where it stops. Oh, it's going to turn into there? Yeah, so it gets a little goofy at the end, but there, that's the end of the route. So if this was a robo-taxi, I would simply hop out and be at my destination. Autopilot navigation complete, press accelerator to resume. So very impressive work there by Tesla's full self-driving beta. I hope you enjoyed this one. It should give more realistic drives. This kind of challenge series will give realistic drives, and at the same time, kind of show us what Tesla's doing and how it's doing in different scenarios that drivers are actually going to face. So give me ideas for what you'd like to see in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one, and you will see me in full self-driving beta in the next video.